We've already upgraded all the wiring in Project Betty with a complete wiring harness from Painless Wiring. Our taillight's been upgraded to LED along with our backup lights. The last step is going to be the headlights. We've been looking for the right set of headlights for a while for Project Betty, and thanks to Delta, we found exactly what we were looking for. These Delta headlights will be direct replacements for the factory headlights on your 65 through 68 Mustang, along with your 70 through 73. Now they have a glass lens and can be installed as simply an LED headlight upgrade, boasting 4,000 lumens and a 6,000K color. There's actually a ton of other options built into these lights that make them very, very unique. You have the option of a daytime running light or a daytime additional parking light. You also have LED turn signals and LED rings built into them, and we're going to show you all those features before we install them. First, we'll show you the headlight just as an LED. Here's going to be your low beam, and then your high beam. Then down here in the base, you have your additional light. Now this is going to come with this amber LED bulb right from Delta. Now this is basically can be tied into your parking light. Basically gives you an additional brighter parking light on the front of your car. This bulb actually can be swapped out for a white LED and be used as a DRL. Then additional wiring is included with the kit for the actual halo option. So you can use that again as a daytime running light by doing it this way. And that has a built-in switchback feature. You can use it as a turn signal. The headlight installation is pretty straightforward on these cars. Basically, the headlight bowl is going to have mounting screws, and basically the retaining ring simply goes over the bulb, and you turn it on the screws to lock it in place. So the first thing to do is grab the harness, and we're going to fish that through here into the engine bay side so we can make those connections for turn signals and parking lights. All right, now to make it much easier, we're gonna pop the headlight bucket. It's gonna be 4 screws, 1, 2, and 3, 4. At this point, if you do have a nicely painted car unlike ours, when you take the last screw out, make sure you have a good grip on the bucket. Be careful with the paint. All right, now we'll make our connections here. Red and black to red and black. And yellow and white to yellow and white. Fish the controller back through. And now we can plug in the headlight. Now you can line up your retaining ring here. You have to actually pull the headlight out just a little bit to get it started. Sometimes with these aftermarket lights, it can be a little tight. What we're gonna do here is just pop off one of the screws. They're loose, so it should come out pretty easily. And then get it flush and put the screw back in. Turn it and tighten all 3 down. Again, get these snug, don't crank them down too much, they do strip pretty easily. All right, now we're gonna hook up a battery and just try our headlights before we put everything back together. High beam, low beam. That'll be our turn signal with the amber. And there's our white option. I can carefully reinstall the fender extension here. So as far as the wiring goes, the red wire from the new headlights is basically going to tie into where your halo is, which will be your parking lights, and then the yellow wire from the halo lights is going to plug into your turn signal. So in our case, we're using a painless harness. It'll be different than your factory harness, but if you are using a painless harness, on your driver's side, your turn signal is green and white, and your parking light's black and yellow, and then on the passenger side, your turn signal will be blue and white, and your parking light will also be black and yellow. All right, so start off with our halos. They're tied into our parking lights. and then switch on our headlights. Our Delta headlights were absolutely perfect for Project Betty. With the glass lens, they look factory when turned off, but we get the halos and the modern LEDs which scream modern and definitely much better performing than the factory headlights. At this point, we're done with the electrical upgrades on Project Betty. Time to go shopping for an engine.